What's up, Habs fans? The Habs fall 3-2 in overtime to the Carolina Hurricanes, tying the series up, heading back to Montreal. Now, there's a lot to talk about with this game. First of all, a couple random things to happen throughout the game. First, Dobish got a player's stick caught in his skate, which was friggin' hilarious. Luckily, it didn't allow a goal or anything. That I just found kind of funny. And also the penalty clock. What? So I watched TNT. Why can we not? I get wanting to put the penalty clock on the ice for whatever. Put it on the scorebook too. That's goddamn. I don't know why that's so annoying to me that the penalty clock isn't on the scorebook, but they didn't do that. And also, when I'm writing my notes, there are 2 Andersons in this series and there's 2 Carriers in this series. This is going to be annoying. But we will figure it out. The first goal of the game was scored by Eric Robinson of Carolina. It was just an unfortunate bounce. I think it was tipped by Robinson. I believe it was a Carrier shot. Tipped by Robinson, just a funny bounce, bouncing over Dobish's pad. Not much you can do there. 1-0 Carolina. And then Anderson scores, getting it past Anderson, tying it up at 1 apiece. Ehlers would then score. Honestly, that was a fucking beautiful goal, getting it around Hudson. 2-1 Carolina. And then a playoff-style goal from Josh Anderson. Just right in front of the net in a puck battle. Manages to get it past Anderson. Yeah, it's 2-2. And then we go to overtime. The Habs turn it over. And Ehlers scores 3-2 Carolina. Canes win. A couple things to note from this game. The Habs were way outshot. 26-12 overall in this game. But their first shot on goal was a goal. That was Anderson's first goal of the game. So that was kind of nice. But, yeah, the Canes just suffocated Montreal, as you kind of expected them to do headed into this series. Game 1, they really couldn't do that. But this game, they definitely did. The Habs were 52.4% in the dot. So not bad there. No power play goals again in this series. 0 for 2 for Montreal, 0 for 3 for Carolina. 46 hits by Carolina, 16 by Montreal. Again, they're hitting you and wearing you down, as you expected them to do. Block shots, 19 for Montreal, 20 for Carolina. And yeah, in that overtime, the Habs didn't even have a shot on goal. There were 2 shots for Carolina. And that one turnover breakaway and in. Really, not too much you can do. I expect this series to go either 6 or 7 because, well, first of all, the Habs apparently can't finish the series before that. And also, if Montreal is going to win this series, which I really hope they do, obviously, it's going to be a really tough, long battle. I know Carolina has this history in the Eastern Conference Finals, and I mentioned it in Game 1. But they are not a great matchup for a team like Montreal. They are an easier matchup for a team like Florida, or I believe Tampa did face them in the Eastern Conference Finals before, where they're a heavier hitting team. They're less reliant on skill. Carolina is good at beating a team that is more reliant on skill and less reliant on heavy hitting, which is what Montreal is. So it's going to be quite a difficult series for the Habs. Let's get to the goaltending stats. Dobish had a 85 save percentage, stopping 23 of 26. 3 stars of the game were all Hurricanes. Jalen Chatfield was the 3rd star. No goals, 2 assists for 2 points. Eric Robinson was the 2nd star. 1 goal, no assists for 1 point. And 1st star was Ehlers with the game-winning goal. 2 goals overall, 2 points. No assists. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. The Habs really need to play better at home, as they have not done too well at home in all the playoffs, especially in that Buffalo series. We'll have to see what happens. At home, at the Centre Bell, Hopefully, you can regain a series lead. Blessed be. Go Habs, go.